finish it all the way, so I don't know what all was said. But what I did say was I did not know you had an autistic child. I'm autistic myself, for people who don't know. So I said, although we don't too much care for each other, it gave me a new level of respect for you because I know that shit is hard. I know it's a fight every, like, literally every single day. So that's basically all I said. Um, and I felt you was owed an apology. So that was really all.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming over. I don't even want to rehash what was said. I'm sure they'll probably repeat it 1,000 times. AJ had no issue with repeating it, so you'll probably hear it again. She said she don't give a fuck, and that's what it was. So that's where we at with
I
it.
would prefer not to hear it. That was also another reason why I shut it down, because I really don't want to hear it. Um, yeah, I just don't. But yeah, I just wanted to communicate that because I know how it is on this app, and I know Bones and shit, and I know how he is as parents, especially of a special needs child. Like, ain't nobody about to play about that. So I just wanted to know. I wanted you to hear it from my mouth what was said.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming over and explaining that.
No problem. Y'all have a good night.
Me too. Okay, so I don't know what I honestly, because I just don't see how this got so big. Something so small got just turned to something so. You're very passionate with your words, and you go from 0 to 100, fast when you feel that you're being. I don't think that none of it was messy. I don't think BigTrina intended to be messy. She do have a friendship with Phoenicia, and was just kind of sharing whatever it was that happened. Miss Julia, I would hope that that didn't make you uncomfortable, because we do try to stay as a unity over here. I know a lot of y'all communicate through DMs, maybe not on the phone, but through DMs, on the back end and stuff. And we want to keep it at that, surface level of love, because that's how we show support to one another. When the friction starts, it starts to cause that division. It starts to make people start to view, the situation in the whole gazebo in a different perspective, in a different realm. So I hate that we have came to this. I was hoping that y'all can get some type of resolve. I don't know what was said. I don't even want to know what was said. But it don't seem as if it's going to be any figuring out at this moment, because every time we try to have a conversation, Phoenicia get really heated. So in order to avoid all of the extra static and whatever, is as simple as y'all don't have to talk to each other, but y'all also don't have to be mean to each other. Y'all don't have to insult each other in the comments. Y'all really don't have to do this. Y'all can both, move on gracefully. Y'all are not gonna agree with everything. Even I know sometimes y'all don't agree with me. It be people in here that I know being here every day, and the minute that I say something that I don't like, they leave their comments. So we're not gonna all agree every single day, but we don't have to agree. But what we can do is just respect one another. And if y'all can't respect each other, respect me, because y'all put me in between a rock and a hard place when y'all do this. Because I can't tell one adult to stop, and I can't, and I just don't want this to be an exchange of figuring out who's right and who's wrong. So I just hope that, maybe not now, but in due time, y'all can work this out, because, all of us are usually always on the same page. And I hope that y'all can work this out and figure this out, and we can just move on from this. And this can be something that y'all laugh about eventually later on down the line. I feel as if adults, if you have a problem with anything that anyone said, we should be able to go directly to each other. That's why I invited y'all up on the panel. Just go ahead and say what y'all need to say. And if y'all can't come to a common ground, just move on from it. And without the disrespect and the name calling and the bickering in the chat, because I do honestly feel like we are all too old for that to be going on. So that's all I really have to say about it. I don't want the backstory, the history of who told who what, who said what. I don't care about that part. So hopefully I can figure this thing out and just, kind of move on from this.